A new Dauphiné starts today as we hit the mountains. Remco Evenepoel will be defending his yellow and blue jersey on a tough summit finish to Combloux, where he'll be keeping a close eye on Tadej Pogacar and Jonas Vingegaard.
I think today will be a good one for us to see how other teams will attack the weekend. So for us it's more trying to have control over the start. If there's a nice group that can go, they can go. And then it's going to be wait and see until the first steep kicker with about 50k to go where the real final will start. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting one.
Pogacar in particular will be looking to hit back after he lost ground in the time trial. The Slovenian starts the day 22 seconds down on Vingegaard and 38 behind Evenepoel.
It's a nice stage today, pretty hard. Nothing crazy throughout the day, but I think in the end a lot of legs will be tired and we will see some action probably for the GC today.
From you? Is that the first day when you start catching back some time on your opponents?
Well, there's quite a few time to catch back, so maybe we can try to start today with something.
It'll take something special to keep up with the big three, so anyone eyeing up the stage win will have to anticipate or try to get into the breakaway. We know Pogacar. I think he's going to want to win today and claw back some time. So a rider like me needs at least 2 or 2.5 minutes at the foot of Domancy to have any chance. It's not mission impossible, but a lot of things will have to go our way. I'm really curious to see how the top 3 guys are going to ride today and to see if I have good legs. Well, the final's quite punchy. It could be good for you. Yeah, I think if I'm on good form, it's a final that could suit me. Well, stage 6 is a fairly short one, not even 130 kilometres, but it features over 2,500 metres of climbing. With around 40k to go, they will reach the Côte de Mont-Saxonnet, 5.4k at 8.7%, which will already start to thin out the group of favourites. It's then 2 climbs for the price of 1 in the final. First, the Côte de Domancy, which famously hosted the World Championships in 1980 and will do so again in 2027. And then the Côte de la Crue up to the finish line in Combloux. It is a big day for the GC contenders. There was a very fast start, with the riders covering more than 46 kilometres in the first hour. A strong breakaway formed with 8 riders: Leonard, Armirail, Baudin, Van der Poel, Leknesund, Bardet, Thierry and Turgis. But Paul Orselin missed out and would potentially lose his polka dot jersey. Their maximum gap was around 2 minutes, but the peloton had decided to keep them close, with UAE Team Emirates XRG and Soudal Quickstep on the front for Pogacar and Evenepoel. They soon entered the last 50 kilometres, and with the Côte de Mont-Saxonnet looming, Visma Lease Bike decided to take control. The Dutch squad putting several riders on the front of the bunch and looking to test their rivals on this steep climb. A line of yellow shirts leading the peloton and starting to do some serious damage. Lots of riders going backwards, including teammates of Pogacar and Evenepoel, and they soon started catching the remains of the breakaway. Romain Bardet realising that this wasn't the day to go for glory. Van der Poel was also dropped before he could take any points towards that green jersey. Well, Florian Lipovic then tried to sneak away from the GC group, hoping the others would be too busy watching each other to follow him, but they kept the German within around 10 seconds. Baudin, Leonard and Armirail were the last 3 survivors from the breakaway, and a brief lull in the peloton allowed them to increase their lead before the summit. Baudin and Leonard dropping Armirail and reaching the top with a minute in hand. The GC group only contained about 10 riders at this point, with UAE back in control, but plenty of others would catch up on the descent. The big 3 safely in there, with the likes of Jorgensen, Dunbar and Sexas. The 2 leaders approaching the final climb to Combloux with just over a minute in hand, but it was going to be hard work holding off the big guns. Baudin soon went solo, the local rider who was born in Albertville dropping the Canadian youngster Leonard. UAE meanwhile upping the tempo for Pogacar on the steep early slopes of the Côte de Domancy, and the pace was too much for Evenepoel. The race leader unable to follow as Pogacar made his move with Vingegaard on the wheel, but even the Dane was unable to stay with the Slovenian and he went solo with just over 7k remaining. Pogacar quickly led Vingegaard by 20 seconds and the Evenepoel group by 40. He soon caught and passed Baudin as well, the world champion now leading on the road and soaring away to victory. With Pogacar continuing to gain time, Evenepoel was dropped by his rivals for the podium, first Lipovic and then Jorgensen. Pogacar going under the Flamme Rouge with almost a minute on Vingegaard and set to recover the race lead. Everybody else scrambling to limit their losses to the Slovenian superstar.
He's won Strade Bianche. He's been third in Milano-San Remo. He's won the Tour of Flanders. He's been on the podium of Roubaix. He's finished on the podium of Amstel Gold. He's won Flèche Wallonne. He's won Liège-Bastogne-Liège. He's already taken one stage of the Critérium du Dauphiné, and this is about to be the second one. At the top of the Côte de la Croix, there are tears on the faces of the opposition. Pogacar punishes them. 2 stage wins for the world champion.
Well, there were a few question marks surrounding Pogacar after what was, by his standards, a rather disappointing time trial. But this was an emphatic response from the world champion who put significant time into all of his rivals. It's his 9th win of the season and the 97th of his career. A clean sweep this weekend would take him to 100.
When I attacked, it was all-out effort, and then I knew that it's still around 15 minutes after that Côte d'Amancy to the top, so I had to pace myself after the attack, and yeah, the feeling was there, the legs were turning, and it was just in my favor to be in the front then and to gain time, but yeah, 1 minute is good, and I'm super happy.
Pogacar winning by 1 minute and 1 second from Vingegaard, with Lipovic third at 1:22. Jorgensen came in 20 seconds ahead of Evenepoel, with Baudin 6th from the breakaway. Pogacar now leads Vingegaard by 43 seconds overall, with Lipovic third at 54 seconds. Evenepoel slips to 4th and has Jorgensen breathing down his neck. 18-year-old Sexas also impressing in 8th place. Well, Van der Poel was no doubt hoping to pick up some points today at the intermediate sprint, but no luck for the Dutchman. And with his win, Pogacar has closed the gap at the top to just 15 points. We have a new king of the mountains. Today's most combative rider, Alex Baudin, who leads the classification by just a point from Pogacar and the overnight leader, Paul Orselin. There is one jersey that the Slovenian can't win, white, and it's now on the shoulders of Florian Lipovic. He leads Evenepoel by 28 seconds. Well, today was actually fairly gentle compared to what awaits us in tomorrow's Queen stage. 3 Haut category climbs, nearly 5,000 metres of elevation gain, and another summit finish. Don't miss it. Join us again on Saturday, and thanks for watching.